flag is I can never remember people's names.
Using Hinge in front of her.
If I've met someone on Hinge, I would anyway not take them seriously.
Fucked all of them.
Yeah, it's
What did you do?
boring.
What did
Fucked
you
off
do?
the apps.
The apps. Fuck off all
You know, he actually has his fiance's location tracked 24/7. Firstly, immaturity and insecurity, not maturity.
It's called maturity. It's called maturity.
Having each other's Instagram passwords.
No, I think
Oh, now that's a red flag suddenly. Very
that's
well.
such an Andrew Tate bullshit.
No,
Make any sense at all.
No.
Do you feel opposites attract or do you look for more similarity in terms of your partner?
I look for fun, bro.
5 years into a relationship, you guys are basically the same person, just
human
molded.
being.
Like they will live a whole fake life on Instagram.
Yeah, how would
No,
you see
Nazar, bro, Nazar.
So my co-founder
I believe in Nazar.
of a capitalist venture that we are running, who handles a lot of technology for us, a man of science. His main argument is Nazar.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of In the Culture, your go-to place for everything that's up and in the culture.
Elite sports team.
ये क्या है?
Clapping.
ऐसे कौन clap?
This respectful clapping.
Are you a penguin?
My red flag is I can never remember people's names. I'm really bad at that. In your opinion, what do you guys think is a foolproof method of knowing someone's a red flag, like right off the bat, like on a first date?
If the other person is just
Their
like
face.
constantly texting whenever you're meeting them.
Bringing up your ex on the first date, like how they did you wrong or whatever.
So is that you or the other person?
You know, if the other person does it, it's a big red flag. For example, being disrespectful to either like the staff or even like when they're talking to
People say-
their parents.
हमने ऐसी
Who
बात
says that? I want to see their face.
No, some people are like super disrespectful. Like they look
Yeah.
down upon the wait staff. Like that tells you everything you need to know about them. Trying to just be too pretentious because it's a red flag in the long run. Because if that person is not comfortable in their own skin, eventually, you know,
Trying to flex too hard, basically. That I do this, my dad has this, I have 5 cars.
half of Delhi.
No, but then that's
Half
like
Delhi.
okay, that's specific. But
All of Mumbai.
All of
pretense
that.
thing is what's vague, right? You can say something like, "Yeah, pretentious is a red flag," but how can you really detect that on a first date?
Yeah,
That's the
it's a
question.
thin line because honestly, it could just be very honest in terms of someone always wants to present a good version of themselves when they first meet you.
Yeah.
Now, when does that get into pretentious territory is a question mark.
I think it's just their aura.
Is a red
Like,
flag.
do you have experience
No,
on other
people's
person?
aura.
When you see them
People
roll
tell
up
you
in
if
a
they're
good
red flag or
car,
not.
they have good aura.
That's a red
That is
flag.
a good thing. That is a good thing.
No, you can just tell by somebody's aura if they're a red flag or a green flag.
I once had a friend who went on a date and the other guy was using Hinge in front of her. Do you think that is a red flag?
No.
Or was it
But
just him
honestly,
being
just-
open?
Actually, that's just being extremely honest if you think about it because if it's the first date, anyway, both of them are going to be using Hinge.
Yeah.
Unless
But in
they've-
front of her on
yeah,
the
I'm
date.
telling you. So anyway,
It's
both of...
disrespectful.
And
So is it not more of a green flag that you're comfortable doing something in front of them that you'd be okay doing behind their back also?
See,
No, but you
No.
can keep in mind this is a first.
Think about it.
No,
Like in
that's
fact,
retardation.
if you would be doing it behind their back and not in front of them, that is kind of like
so
sketchy.
you would be okay if you're on a
That's
date.
retardation.
That is sketchy.
You are on a date and the other person, she is using Hinge in front of you.
Maybe it's a so I would rather have it she's using Hinge in front of me than
What,
lying to
drop
me
her
about it, and yeah, I drop her off, then she's
Sanjana,
using it.
next time when you're thinking about red flags, just imagine Devansh.
बना ही यहाँ
So
पे।
according to you, it's not a red flag. The other person is in front of you.
I would
Using
actually,
her phone is fine, but you know for a fact she's using
yeah, I would
Hinge.
actually consider it to be just very honest and upfront
But you
instead
also
of doing it
wouldn't
behind my back.
consider them for anything. Like it wouldn't go anywhere.
No, that depends on the
Anything
date.
serious.
That depends on the date entirely. And honestly, like, if I've met someone on Hinge, I would anyway not take them seriously in the first place. Like anyone I'm meeting on a dating app, I'm anyway not
I
taking them
met my
seriously.
ex on Hinge.
Yeah, and how did that turn out?
So has everyone here used dating apps? Have all of you met
Yes.
someone through an app?
Of course.
No, I've used it in college, went out on 3 dates, fucked off the apps.
Fucked all of them.
Yeah, it's
What did you do?
boring.
What
Fucked
did you
off
do?
the
Apps,
apps.
apps. The app. Fuck off all the applications जो mobile पे download करते हैं. I fucked off the apps. So I'll tell you, Devansh, we would not call a red flag. He's a सीधा साधा pink flag. You're in the middle.
Pink, bro.
Exactly.
Pink flag.
He's in the
So
middle.
I recently found out what are pink flags, by the way. So pink flags are apparently red flags, but they're acceptable to you. So they're pink flags.
Oh,
It's a
those
real
are
thing.
beige flags. Someone miseducated you.
I don't know. Like that's what I have, bro. Like what are pink flags? Like
I think it's called a beige, but for you it was a little bit pink because तू बहुत ही ज़्यादा red था.
How dilute mixed हो गया था.
A green flag guy can be possessive about his girlfriend.
you know, he actually has his fiance's location tracked 24/7. I'm not even kidding.
You
No, so we have a
Fine.
Okay,
Find
is
My.
that
We have
a
each
red?
other's-
Okay,
Yeah, so
genuine.
that's- I think
We have
that's-
each other's Find My.
Is that a red flag? Like
No, that's
your
very
partner
green
wanting your location 24/7 is a green flag.
Yeah,
I think some relationships.
Having, yeah, I'll tell you.
What's wrong with all of you?
I think some relationships naturally reach a point of maturity where mutually the couple
Yeah.
wants to share that with each other.
Firstly, immaturity and insecurity, not maturity.
It's called maturity.
This is
It's called maturity.
Into this.
By
So
the way,
Yeah.
when you
Flags
have your fiance's location on you like 24/7.
He checks it every hour.
No.
What
Yes.
are you gaining from
I've
that?
seen.
This is
Nothing.
toxicity.
I open it up probably 3 times a week. That's it.
But then why
You're
do
not
you-
allowed to lie on the
So
podcast.
no, it was a
bro.
fun activity. We did probably 6 months back. उसके बाद 1 week we checked each other's location because it's fun. उसके बाद nobody
What
looks
was
at
the
it.
fun part?
Sure,
No,
bro.
just to see
every
where
3
she's
hours in
at.
Europe, he's checking her location. I'm like, shouldn't she be checking your location?
Whenever
He's
she's
checking her
out,
location.
yeah, it helps me because
And it's
whenever
the
she's
same.
out, I'm able to open up my phone just to see if she's reached
Just
or
to
if she's reached back home.
I want to see where it ends. So like having each other's Instagram passwords.
No.
I think if you're in
Oh, now that's a red flag
No,
suddenly.
no.
Yeah.
Location is fine.
Location is fine.
Location is fine.
And wait, what about you both?
Yeah, location is fine,
You
not
never
Instagram.
know.
Not
Okay.
Instagram. Why?
I don't know. That is just way too much.
Has
privacy.
relationship not reached that level of maturity?
Privacy.
Do you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
And location?
Location is fine because I anyway tell her where I'm going. Instagram pe I cannot show you your DMs because you just send me the cringiest reels.
Everyone in the comments just explain to Akshay why we all know he's lying right now, and it's okay.
Chat, explain to Devansh why he's a red flag right now.
No, which is fine.
Go on.
Being possessive, frankly, I feel is not as much of a red flag as people make it out to be. After a point, you realize as long as they're possessive about you and they're not an insecure person in general, it's actually a good thing.
So you basically want girls after you and not insecure.
Yes.
Yes,
That's what
basically,
it's like.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Like the girl should be secure within herself, but when it comes to me, she should be insecure. Those somehow work out very
That's
well.
such an Andrew Tate bullshit.
No.
I didn't
That
even
I
ask
No,
just
Andrew
thought.
Tate would say,
This same thing.
and Andrew Tate would say, it doesn't matter what the woman thinks. I'm saying it matters what the woman thinks. She should be possessive about me, but secure as a person. That's the ideal
But
spot.
don't you think a secure person would not feel the need to be overly possessive and overwhelming?
No, because it speaks about how much they are afraid to lose me, in particular. No.
But a secure person should enter a relationship knowing that they would be okay even if they lost you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. She can be secure before meeting me, but once she meets me,
Oh, that's
Hypothetical.
That did not make any sense at all.
no, this is all like backtrack. Like
Backtrack?
this is all
Backtrack.
I'm reflecting on my life.
Men who are capable of seeing women as more than just sex objects can be friends with them. Men who can't, cannot. I mean, if you guys relate to that.
No, we don't relate to that. It's just. See, my point is, even if it's different, yeah. Even if they're secretly not trying to like get into your pants or whatever, it's still just an additional baggage in the relationship.
Trust me, they would.
Why would it be? Like, if it's a
It just
genuine
becomes a-
friendship, like, okay.
In 80% of the cases, the male is trying to, get into the pants of the female. So that is why that is different. So if you meet a guy who has female best friends, it's probably okay because the female best friends are not trying to get into his pants.
But then are you saying I should be worried that he's trying to get in their pants?
No, but like once he starts dating, then that's
Oh.
a infidelity question. Na? वो तो फिर cheating में चला गया.
First date, in terms of compatibility, what do you guys scan for?
C-type. लाइटनिंग का जमाना चला गया C-type तो अब तो
I can't.
That was such an impromptu answer. The problem is, I think he's not lying. इसने ऐसे किया है
फोन दिखाओ अपने.
कि बहन क्या लेके आई है
lightning.
दिखा. I had lightning.
पुराना iPhone है.
Do you feel opposites attract or do you look for more similarity in terms of your partner?
I look for fun, bro.
तो fun ज़्यादा किसके साथ आता है जो similar है या
The
अलग है?
personality matters.
अरे ये तो
It is not matter.
So clearly opposite. It's fine, yeah.
I feel like I cracked the formula for this when I was a teenager. Tell me what you guys think. So in terms of personality, the two people should be like opposites, but hobbies and interests should be overlapping and similar. That's when you have the best comparison.
I completely disagree. I feel
Hobbies and
I
interests
feel-
don't need to be the same, no?
This is what I feel works best for me.
This is coming
That's
from a
when
person who's gone on
actually
0
agree with
dates.
So no, I feel like there's only one thing that needs to match, which is your higher level value systems in life, what you want out of life. After that, everything else can be different, and it still works
day
out.
to day, like personality, which comes up in a day to day, like you said, stoicism versus like someone who's very reactive.
I think eventually,
that needs to be opposite.
you know,
right?
like I feel after a year of dating someone, you eventually start converging towards a middle ground personality anyway. Like 5 years into a relationship,
But don't
you guys are basically the same
Same
person, just
human being,
molded.
You think with like social media and everything, like everyone's relationship, this thing durations
Duration.
have gone down so much. वो 1 year तक पहुंचने में इतना-
I don't know. I wouldn't know. Like at least again, also context, like we're 27, you're 23, 22. So I think at least in our friends we have
24.
seen
No, 12 or 21.
whatever 24.
No, 20.
I don't know. Like within our friend circle, I have really not seen the average duration of a relationship shrink that much.
Yeah, it's-
But I feel like
Our generation.
just like with you
Yeah,
guys,
that's why we need to
with-
date older.
I think because we were born before the 2000s, so that entire 2000s SRK era, Kal Ho Na Ho, Chalte Chalte, we were actually old enough to comprehend those movies. And I feel because those movies really did form my foundation of what I think of a relationship, of love, etc. Right? Right from like K3G to Kal Ho Na Ho, Chalte Chalte, all of these. And you guys were probably young
We were
enough.
watching Honey
No, so that
Singh,
begs the question of does
Blue
life
Eyes.
imitate art or does art imitate life? Because those pieces of cinema came out of what society was doing at the time and not the other way around.
Correct. And
So the cinema we have right now is a true reflection of what's happening in the world right now.
I
The
agree.
dating-
Correct.
I agree.
War to
So for example, like I feel like the children being born in like 2015, 16s would be watching like Animal, Kabir Singh. Like I can't imagine
Yeah.
what their notions would be like. Don't you think like social media off late has just gotten all about transactions, business, and very less of what it originally stood for, which is like actually connecting?
Very materialistic.
And I know it's kind of hypocritical coming from us because 90% of our marketing is social media. We are doing this activity as a podcast for social media to promote, our brand. So it's kind of hypocritical that we're saying it, but it's a fact. It feels like now social media cannot exist with the constant inflow of content by brands and someone trying to funnel you into buying something or the other.
Yeah.
That's what is the bigger
It's
issue.
definitely not social anymore.
Correct.
Like it was meant for people to socialize on and feel more connected. Like
I
you said.
agree.
So the initial idea why Facebook started was so that Mark Zuckerberg could connect within his college, right? But now every brand
Smash.
is hyper focused. Exactly. That and
Smash or
Facebook.
pass.
That and Facebook. But now every brand is fighting for that ad space in your social media account. Even WhatsApp is monetized now. You can see WhatsApp subscription channels and ads in the story section. And it's not social anymore.
I think social media and technology is actually going to end up doing the exact opposite. In fact, it already is. It's making us more disconnected as a society.
There's this t-shirt I saw on Culture Circle. It literally said, it's from this brand called Hashway, he's wearing it. It literally said, going to work today morning because I was too shy to dance on TikTok in 2020. I feel that's the accurate representation of what social media has gotten to now.
Where is this t-shirt? I want this.
Culture Circle.
And that is again another form of advertising we are doing in your fucking phone space.
Will I get an employee discount, Akshay?
No.
A society should just reject the idea of social media like being a business and start posting like it's 2014 again.
That's very hypocritical in a way, not from you, but like in general of us to say that. Because social media has evolved in this way because of us only. If we guys weren't liking...
Platform has
No,
way
but
more control.
if people were not getting validation out of the likes, comments, shares that they're getting, our followers they're getting on their profile, it would not happen in the first place. Social media is just a reflection of what you truly desire as a human being. It's just reflecting that. It's not that they are forcing us to do it. Everyone who's going for followers, likes, whatever, they're doing it out of their own will. They know. So that speaks a lot about us as human beings, frankly, than the platform
But
being at
before
fault.
it
Not
started giving
Sanjana.
us, it started feeding into our egos and giving us all the validation we needed. It was first engineered to make it super addictive, right? Social media is the
Correct.
only other industry other than the drug industry that calls its consumers
I have a
users.
point.
Correct.
Which is very telling. It's designed for addiction.
Super hypocritical of us to try and sit here and shit on social media.
We are hypocrite.
When
No, but you're
when
not-
all of us actually engage in it
We engage in
equally,
it, but
like
we are all
create
brain-
content, we all love the likes, comments, shares,
We do.
followers,
We do.
and then we are shitting on it as if it's something bad.
No one's disagreeing that we don't. But the reason we do is because we're brainwashed to do so. Can we acknowledge that?
No,
That these
of course. It's a business, no? Like social media, the companies themselves are running a business, right?
The reason they were able to turn social media into this billion-dollar business industry is because it was designed for addiction. The interface, the everything,
Correct.
right? It feeds into our egos.
Correct.
And they are actually, like, there are whole documentaries
But does that say
debunking.
correct? But does that say more about social media? Does that say more
Human
about
behavior.
us as human beings? Yeah.
But don't you think there was some sort of responsibility placed in those
In a
people's-
private corporation trying to maximize shareholder
So even
value.
there are a lot of platforms which try to come up that we will not have these dark strategies. We'll
Yeah.
be based on Web3, and you cannot run ads ever. Plus, there are platforms which come up. We'll pay creators also, but they did
They
not
never
out.
work.
They never work out.
Exactly.
a lot of these influencers, and there's like facts to back this up, like they will live a whole fake life on Instagram.
Correct.
They're not even doing that. They're not even at that location. They're not.
Can I
even
tell you, it's not just influencers, it's everyone
Yeah.
who's living a fake
But
life.
what is the
Yeah.
problem with
Yeah.
using filters? Wait, I have a question. Are you wearing makeup right now?
No.
No.
You're not? What is this then?
Be real, Sanjana. Be
Yeah.
real.
What's wrong?
Wait,
with that?
Exactly, that is social media.
Paint on
If
my
it is
face,
okay
like,
for
it's
you
my
to wear
life.
makeup and that's what you like, good for you. But that is what social media and filters are. for other
Makeup is the
people.
original Instagram filter.
Yeah, exactly.
Quote of the day.
Exactly, it is. This is my reel cut. अच्छे से निकालना भाई, viral होनी चाहिए.
Men are like scrolling, and half of the women they see are not even real women.
Correct, yeah, but I genuinely feel like there's nowhere to stop it. Now, like, I genuinely believe like some things, like the ship has sailed. there is no way to go back
there
to a...
needs to be like a massive boycott of social media.
नहीं
It'll
होगा
happen
यार.
for 6 months and then
नहीं होगा.
everyone will be back on the same bandwagon.
If we
Nobody
could
can live without
if
social
we
media.
could
Yeah.
live without social media, we would live without social
Anyone
media.
would have done
The
that.
fact that
The only way to beat social media is to build something that is even more addictive.
exactly
Culture.
drugs. Like
No, it's true.
yeah, like I would reckon like the people with the lowest social media usage in sort of like the first world countries would actually be like people who abuse drugs. If you think about it, because they're tuned out of this game. They're playing a game on a different level, so they're tuned out.
How our idea of success also used to be so different when we were younger versus now. Right? What do you guys think about that? How has your idea of success changed in the recent years?
I haven't reached there. Once Saucy Club hits 20 whatever target, then I can comment on success.
20 whatever target. Wow.
No, you might not have reached there, but you have an idea of what success looks like for you personally.
No, once I get the money, then I'm successful.
Was it like that when you were a child, when you were younger?
Once you grow up, you understand that everything revolves around money.
How much money though? Do you have a number in mind?
Infinite. amount of-
Exactly.
Infinite.
There is
You-
never a number. You do realize
There's
that.
never a number.
Yeah.
You will never be successful.
Exactly.
Can't measure success. Everybody just keeps wanting more.
Correct. You were never truly satisfied, and it's just rooted in your
And that's
biology.
what the law of diminishing returns also says, right?
Anyway, what was your definition of success when you were young?
I think my definition of success would be to earn a lot of money
See?
as young, but I think it has transitioned into true happiness. If you're happy, I think you're relatively successful.
So where does that come from?
Money.
Come from maturity. I think that comes from maturity because ultimately you have to settle down with yourself that success is never ending. You'll always chase it, but the true success is actually the happiness you get while working, and money is just the byproduct of it.
But why? Why is happiness success?
Ultimately, what every human being aspires to be is to be happy, and money is just the means of it. Of course, you can get infinite amounts of money, but the amount of things that you'll leave behind to get that sort of money will be the actual happiness that you actually left behind. So yeah, happiness is the true meaning of success and not just money.
So for you, you will call it a successful journey for you the day you wake up and you're very happy about it in general.
What's stopping you from being happy today, though?
See, I think I think success is not a definite point. Success is not a definite point. It can't be like कि कल मैं उदास था, आज मैं happy हूँ तो I'm successful. It is not like that. It is a vague gradient of things, right? When you feel that you are at peace, you feel happy. I think that is the moment you can start feeling that yes, I'm relatively successful than what I thought success would be in my childhood.
Do you feel it's actually the world that has conditioned you into believing this?
Yes.
Because I'll tell you why. I have slightly, like a slightly different theory here, which is I feel like when you're young, you feel you're full of possibilities. Sky is the limit. Even our dreams. I want to be an astronaut. I want to go to Mars. Then as you eventually grow older, it becomes more and more narrow. You become more and more realistic. And your dreams get more realistic. In a way, they get smaller.
Again, small is not the correct word.
Small?
Small.
He said
Small?
It's never correct.
Title of his sex tape.
Aditya after having sex.
Small.
MOL.
Small is not the correct word.
It's called.
I would say average. At least say average.
it's called adequate.
Content. ये कट मत करना.
So I think that you said that goals have become smaller. I think small is not the correct word.
Adequate.
Narrow. Narrow and more precise.
This is definitely Aditya's post-sex talk.
Baby small नहीं था ये.
It's narrow and precise.
समझो.
What was your idea of success when you were young versus has it changed now and how?
I think being young, it was pretty straightforward. Exactly what you said. We had the wildest dreams when we were growing up. I wanted to be a pilot. But over time, I realized that I wanted to get a good job. Then I started my business. Over time, it changed to at what point are my parents proud of me, where they're self-sufficient and I'm able to help them also. And this probably happened last year. It was not happiness for me, because happiness, I'm till date not happy with where I am. I want to be at least 10x in the next 1 year, 100x in the next 5 years, whatever it is.
Personally?
I'm sorry?
Personally?
Personally, I'm not happy. Yeah.
Personal life को attack कर.
पूछ रहा हूँ
You're
मैं.
professionally not happy.
Oh, yeah. Professionally, I'm not happy. Personally, I'm very satisfied. But regardless, success metric would be if my parents are proud of me and if I'm minting money.
See, it all comes down to money, monetization.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
People who say they don't care about money are just lying to themselves and to
No,
everyone.
see, I think when I said happiness, of course, money is a big part of it.
Correct.
You can't have happiness without money.
Guys, you're only happy if you
But
have
money does
and
not
you have
guarantee
infinite
happiness,
amount of
Correct.
money.
But
You-
what if you don't have
everybody
people
wants money.
to spend money with?
yeah, you can't be happy without money, but money doesn't guarantee happiness
Yes.
either. It's
Yes.
basically that.
Very
I
But
mean,
it's
so
impossible.
it does.
It's impossible to be happy without money. But even with money, it's quite implausible to.
I think if with money you're not happy, then that's a you problem. Because money can buy everything.
People literally pay.
Money can buy everything that would make you happy.
But do you think
At the end of the day, when you sleep, you can buy everything.
I really do think if you're being realistic, money can buy you love.
Money can never buy you
the
love.
women
It
who are
can.
attracted
No.
to him because of his wealth and flamboyance or whatever are not in love with him?
You're lying to yourself. No, yaar, I'm telling you, you guys are being very idealistic. I'm telling you what's real.
No, I'll
love
tell
as
you,
a
there'll
notion, we put it on a very high pedestal.
You-
If you really ask someone who's in love with someone else as to why they love them, and if they can answer just one or two things, they're lying to themselves. Because when you truly love someone, you can't articulate it in just one or two things, right? It's a bunch of this and that, right? And typically, how just the world is structured is, especially with men, right? If you are more successful, your dating pool sort of widens, right? And because your dating pool will widen, there is again a higher probability that more people fall in love with you. So,
Which
money-
is fine.
That way, money
Which
can
is
buy you
fine.
love.
I agree with the notion that when you're successful or rich, there'll be multiple people wanting to be with you. I'm just saying that is not love, because do you truly love anyone back just because they're into you because you have money? Think about
No,
this.
but it's never
100%
isolated,
agree.
na?
You can be rich,
Exactly.
famous, and
Arey
fucking
bhai, but
successful.
you are assuming कि the only thing that person likes about you is your money.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
not the
I'm
case.
not making this assumption. I'm just knowing, I'm aware.
No, I'm
that
just saying
if
it
I reach a
widens.
stage and there are 10 people who want to be with me, I'm just saying I would not be in love with someone because of that.
But you'll never get to know.
But no, I'm not buying
That's
love
what
for
I'm
money.
saying.
He's
I'm
saying
not.
he'd rather meet someone who doesn't know what he does for a living, or how much he makes, and sort of ensure that they're attracted to him.
Correct.
And
But
I
there's
agree.
no,
have connection.
yeah, but there's no way of doing that.
Instead of
There are
course,
no.
You don't think
There are
someone's
very-
checking you out on Instagram before or after you go on a date? Who are you kidding? There is no way
That
to do
happens,
it.
and there are
And
rare
what I'm-
chances. There are rare chances of that happening. But I'm
Yeah,
just
my
saying that
limited
you
point
can't
is-
throw money at love. You can 100% find 10 girls.
That's not what anyone is
not
saying.
what we're saying.
That's not what
But no,
anyone is
throw
saying.
money. I'm saying
I
you
get
can't
your
buy
point.
love.
You
My
have
point is,
options
yes,
now
it's
to
that
pick
simple.
from and
See, if you were poor, you had, let's say, 5 women, that was your dating pool. One of them might or might not fall in love with you. If you are more successful as a man, you have 50 women. So, just probabilistically, there is more likelihood that a woman will fall in love with you because the denominator is higher. It's that simple.
Now, would you guys rather be rich but unknown, or broke but famous?
Basically, broke but famous are all artists.
Rich but unknown, because I want to marry like a millionaire. Billionaire.
So then you are not rich,
Yeah, so it's.
but you are unknown.
Yeah, just.
I-
It's the same thing.
Broke and unknown.
You
I
are
feel like
broke and unknown.
rich but unknown is actually better than rich and famous.
Yeah,
of
you don't
course.
want attention on yourself.
You don't want limelight on yourself,
Correct.
frankly, because the government is a bitch.
Yeah, how would you
No,
say what the
Nazar, bro, Nazar.
So my co-founder
I believe in Nazar.
of a capitalist venture that we are running, who handles a lot of technology for us, a man of science. His main argument is Nazar.
Yeah, wait.
Why do you-
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Dr. Oxygen.
But no, broke or famous, rich and unknown.
I think if you are poor and famous, ultimately you will be rich.
That is a very valid
How are
point.
you famous and still be poor?
Not monetize it, yeah.
But that also depends on the kind of famous you are. There is a right kind of famous and a wrong kind of famous. Like, for example, a lot of these influencers, let's say, who've been on some cringe reality TV show, they might not be able to earn a lot, even though they're famous, right? Versus someone who's known for the right things. You said,
I'll be broke and famous.
huh?
That I'd rather be broke with my friends or dial rich and
Or
unknown.
you could be rich with your friends.
I don't think
That is also an option.
Everyone's को anxiety हो गई है.
हाँ भाई अबे क्या कर रहे हैं भाई he's my co-founder he's like I want to be broke अबे what's wrong with you
Do you think if you were broke and famous, you would have found love?
No idea. Is it because I'm famous or
Uska
broke? Yeah, I'm rich.
yeah that's what
Can't
she said
relate.
no can't relate
Can't relate.
No, I'm not rich. That's it.
अभी
I'm
कह रहा था
humble,
you can't
humble.
buy love
Humble.
इसको देखो अभी नहीं I can't buy love
Exactly.
I'm rich.
I'm rich
Humble for the camera.
see
Would you rather cheat on your partner and they never find out, or your partner cheated on you once and you never find out? My argument for that is like,
yeah it's
I
my
can't sleep at night knowing if I cheated. I'd rather they live with that guilt and that. This is the people who pick the first option. Don't get offended, guys. The people who pick the first option have a lower sense of conscience and lower emotional strength.
and I feel the people who pick the second option just have lower self-respect
So the first
Because they
Or-
already
or our cups.
because they already assume that she would be cheating, and that's why it's more acceptable. I agree.
How do you sleep with yourself at night, knowing that?
like a baby
अच्छे बनियान में.
Much happier knowing full well that she.
okay imagine you with someone who you genuinely love and you see a future now let's say they've cheated on you once but it's guaranteed set in stone that they'll never do it again okay would you want to know or would you not want to know because if you know you're going to break up with them
I would want to know. Yeah.
and you'll break up with them but they'll never do it again and you really love that person versus would you just not want to know and live a happily forever after wherein nobody does any bullshit
No, I think I would want to know
Why?
Because you would live happily ever after if you know what happened.
because it's a very basic deal breaker for me. I think
Curiosity is
Why?
what it's called.
because the other person has been unfaithful. That's
Uh-huh.
why. I think
But
it's
that
deal
person will
breaker.
never be unfaithful ever again, and you really love that person. So she's the love of your life. You'll never find someone like that ever again.
No, I would still.
And why would you break up with them if you get to know that okay they cheated? Then just forgive
You
them.
answered the question. I think.
Forgive them. People make
No, I'm not that forgiving as a person.
Wasn't she your love of your life?
Yeah.
She made a mistake. What if you made?
Yeah,
a
He's
I'm-
operating under the assumption
I'm-
that he will find love again. Love is not
Yeah.
just one.
And what if she also cheats again? He would never
I
make
think
love.
that is a problem with him then. Concurrently.
Sheelajit time.
What is sheelajit? It's lost.
अरे वो जो
It's
The person.
yeah, you don't know.
No.
I knew it. She does not know.
शिलज हमारे वी वर्क में काम करता
He
है.
work man. Yes. How can you laugh? He's gonna watch it.
कम्युनिटी टीम में विक्रम जीता उसका भाई शिलाजीत. तुम्हें नहीं पता?
बहुत मजा आते हैं ऐसे मेरे लिए. तुम लोग इतने weird वाले words तो हिंदी भी नहीं है. हिंदी में कोई और
शिलाजीत हिंदी नहीं है क्या है?
लैंग्वेज उठा के कुछ
हम इंडोनेशियन में थोड़ी बात कर रहे हैं यार.
पता नहीं क्या लैंग्वेज हिंदी भी नहीं है और ओह नहीं पता तुम्हें ओह माय गॉड तो वी वर्क प्लीज
विक्रम जीत का भाई.
Meaning of
वी
sheelajit.
वर्क कम्युनिटी टीम.
व्हाट द फक इज अ शिलाजीत
यार जेनजी को ना शिलाजीत नहीं पता
Sheelajit.
क्या हाल होगा.
Sheelajit.
ओए मेरे लैपटॉप है वो.
I'm going. I'm going.
कल से आदित्य will get शिलाजीत ads all over
ये बहुत
Instagram.
गलत
अच्छा
चीज है
सुनो
भाई.
ये डालो. How to turn handgun into sniper using शिलाजीत. Right.
अरे ये सर्च है ऑलरेडी भाई.
Auto complete हो रहा है.
ऑटो कंप्लीट हो गया ये.
और सुनो एक बार अगर ट्राई करना तो एक बार
Okay,
फीट
I want to hear the answer.
फीट लिख के ट्राई करना. फीट फाइंडर आता है क्या?
हां करते हैं
Holy, oh bro, it's oh shit.
Please, I'm saying.
क्या है?
We can't say it, bro.
Please, I'm just saying.
Okay, shit. You don't know, bro. You can't imagine.
क्या?
Hi Aditya. I don't want to get to know you so well.
सुनो सुनो अब ग्राइंडर का GRI लिखना.
Bhai, you don't know what happened on feet. Let's just ignore. I will not opening Aditya's laptop. और ये work laptop है Aditya.